I could not teach my 4-year-old or 5-year-old how to play football with all the rules. I asked Warren, can you help me? He said, no, just buy him this game. The more people that play the Madden, it's going to teach the game and want them to play. My goal in life is to enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of my potential. If I haven't used every ounce of energy to provide value and be of service, I've ruined the day. I'm building a brand the last 3.5 years for one purpose. I want to empower over 1 billion people to be happy. That will empower 1,000 people in your lifetime to empower 1,000 people simply to be happy, to make more money, help more people, and have more fun. We bought into Splice in probably the best investment that I've made in sports, maybe in my career. You know, already the growth has been extraordinary. Yes. And it's weird because my background, being older, is unique because I have a technology background to start. Then I ran the most notable sports agency in the world, so I have an agent's background. Yeah. Then a global marketing company, so I have a marketing background. Yeah. And I have an 8-year-old who plays. All that combination, we're running Samsung, their phone. I understand content, access, and mediums. And I understand agentry and marketing and promotion and advertising and sponsorship and endorsement, all the different areas of sports. So when esports came around, I was one of the first people to really latch on and study. The whole world, I've been positioned for esports. Definitely, yeah. And I'm built, I could have played esports, I'd have been even better. Yeah, I guess it. But yeah, the economics of it is, to me, the potential. When you're filling up arenas and millions of people are watching online and you're building day by day, just like the internet has 4 billion people, as fast as lacrosse can claim what's going on or soccer in America, it's not, there's never been a sport that has aggregated interest as quickly and as exponentially as esports.
The potential as well to go leaps and bounds.
Yeah, they don't even know what they're doing yet. I mean, I'm sitting on the outside. I made an investment in a team. Yeah, no. When I say that, only by situational knowledge-wise, people know what they're doing today. Yeah. But I've seen the evolution of the NFL, the evolution of the NBA, MLB, the TV contracts, boxing, Vander Holyfield, Oscar De La Hoya. I've seen how that all grew, how we could get to a $100 million fight, right? So that was, in our perspective way back then, $1 billion team. That was unheard of when I got into the industry. People would scoff, it was just outside the realm of believability. And that's where I think when I say people don't know what they're doing today, because I know how big this is. Yeah. And I can't even fathom.
A lot of attraction, people are buzzing around it, potential's there, but are the building blocks stable enough and are there the right people in the right place currently to make sure that they're
and that's exactly right.
Ground upwards. So obviously,
but what they have that no other sport has is a growing base of players that will not stop. And all this will get screwed up on this side, there's no doubt. It'll all unfold, unravel. The IP is very difficult right now, right? The license, you don't know, but what I like about it, and I'm willing to bet on it, is every day, just like the internet, more and more people are playing.
More and more, exactly. Yeah.
The more they play, the sport will survive. Yeah. What's really gonna throw everybody off is esports. There will be more athletes in esports than all other sports someday. Men, women, it doesn't matter what size you are, it is the great equalizer of sports. Every game is its own sport. And I promise you, 20 years from now when we're here at the Super Bowl, there'll be just as many people interested in the Madden Bowl as the Super Bowl because people are playing that at such a competitive level and there's scholarships and all these other things. So there's a lot going on, but it's really creating a platform that you are your own content and you can monetize it how you want. Why the heck do people like to watch people playing video games? To me, I get every single thing that you've talked about right now. My only hesitation when I started getting involved with esports, and I'm like, wait a second, they filled up Oracle, right? They sold out arenas, and they're building
Not just sold out, they'll sell them out sometimes in minutes.
Yeah, and then they're building arenas just for these things. Tell me what it is, why people want to watch people play.
So Dave, I'll counter with a question to you. Don't you love to watch people that are the absolute best at something in the world? Whether it's cooking, painting, playing football, or video games, it doesn't matter. We as human beings love greatness, right? It's why we put monuments to greatness everywhere. We love the idea that the human spirit can go to some level that we could never dream of, or we can dream of achieving, but we're likely to never reach that. It's aspirational, right? And I go back to that story about Faker. The aspirational in esports is so much almost more attainable than traditional sports, not just because of the physical level, but because of our access. So often we'll say, imagine you could hang out with Tom Brady in the morning. He's throwing passes, and not only are you hanging out with him, he's telling you how he does it, why he got better, and you're learning from him.
Yeah.
You can do that in esports. Last night, Karma, who's our Rocket League captain I mentioned, she's an incredible Rocket League player. You can log into her stream on Twitch, watch her play, ask her questions, get better at Rocket League by hanging out with one of the absolute 0.001% of her craft.
Yeah.
And because you love that game, you have that same love of something she does. I think that we get so hooked on the idea of what sports is that we forget about entertainment as a whole. Like, people get stuck on, why is ESPN broadcasting it? This is the sports network. And it's like, it's an entertainment network at the end of the day, right? And think about watching Rachel Ray in cooking, or watching, we'll go way old school, Bob Ross painting a painting. You're watching someone who's incredible do something, they're crafted at an incredible level. So competition is a very, very key part of it. But at the end of the day, at least for me, I'm a fan first. I love watching somebody that's doing something that in greatness. I love greatness.
Two things that are going to expand the league internationally. The number one thing, believe it or not, is Madden, is the digital game. And I'll tell you why. My business partner is a Hall of Fame quarterback. I'm surrounded by NFL stars. I could not teach my 4-year-old or 5-year-old how to play football with all the rules. The minute I asked Warren, can you help me? He said, no, just buy him this game, right? So the more people that play the Madden, it's going to teach the game and want them to play. So I think that has a lot to do with it. The second one will be the more games that we can put in other locations, the more people can feel the emotional aspect of going to the game and becoming fans. So I think educating people, playing Madden, which will lead them to do fantasy football, and then let them show up. So that'll be the continuum. But there's no doubt that the NFL has probably the most room to grow internationally of almost any sport compared to like basketball or some others that already have traction.